before we actually start like our vlogs, they're going to be like short videos of what we do during the day. Hold on a minute. Just want to kind of talk about my birth story and like my pregnancy. When I found out I was pregnant, I was not expecting it. It was 4 days before my 25th birthday. I definitely didn't know like if I wanted to keep the baby or not because I was in such a new relationship, but I had to come to terms with that. I am very independent as a person, and I kind of felt like it was a gift because I've had such bad luck with boys or boys. He just like made me feel like I didn't need another guy in my life. I just have my son and I don't need to be dependent on anyone else but my son and myself. So I think he was a really good life lesson. I also I had a really good pregnancy overall. I was convinced I was having a girl. I had all girl symptoms besides morning sickness, but those are really all just old wives' tales. I literally obviously had a boy.
One!
And behind the name Landon, behind the name Landon is because me and Corey's first movie we watched together was A Walk to Remember, and anyone who has seen that movie knows the main character's name is Landon. So that's where we picked Landon from. Oh my God, we're gonna lose power. It's thundering wicked bad here in Rhode Island. Also, the channel name Oh My Landon is because I used to always say Amanda. I'm waiting for this power to go out. And now I say Oh My Landon because my friend Amanda was like, oh my God. So that's where Oh My Landon came from. Oh My Landon. Just in case. When I found out I was pregnant, I called my best friend, Tirana, and told her. And she cried because she had just had her son a month before I found out I was pregnant. So, like, we were very happy that us as best friends are going to have two boys that are going to be best friends. So that was really exciting. Oh, sorry, I need to get that.
There's Landon. Give kiss.
Kiss.
Oh, that's so sweet. You don't want me to
And then
hold.
we headed over to my mom's house and gave her the pregnancy test wrapped up as a gift. And she wanted to kill me at first, but that's when I decided to keep Landon. We talked about some things and figured it all out. So. I was really depressed throughout my pregnancy, but as soon as I had Landon, I was back to my old self, like no cares in the world about anything or anyone. So that was great. With having him, I was having a lot of Braxton Hicks at the end of my pregnancy. So the day before Christmas Eve, I was at the night before Christmas Eve, I was at a Christmas party, and I was having like Braxton Hicks contractions, and everyone, well, at least I thought they were, everyone was like, are you okay? And I'm like, yeah, no, this is like totally normal. Not. But I ended up going and wrapping presents afterwards, and my friend Trivana, who had just had her son, was like, oh, you're definitely going into labor. And I'm like, nah, no, like I've been going through this for like weeks. And I ended up going home that night and I never slept. I took a shower at 3 o'clock because they started getting really bad and I was like timing them. And at 5 o'clock, I got up out of bed to like kind of like, I was exercising my stomach muscles because they were hurting so bad. And when I got on all fours, my water broke in my bed. And I called Corey and Trivana and was like, come now. And I ended up having Trivana and Corey be in the room because obviously Corey is his dad and Trivana's my best friend. I just felt the most comfortable with her in there out of like anybody. So when I got to the hospital, it ended up being, yeah, they came for 5:30 at my house. 6 o'clock I got to the hospital, and by the time 7 o'clock came, I already had the epidural because I had vasculovagal throughout my pregnancy. Vasculovagal is when you pass out after you get your blood taken. I actually had my blood taken beginning of my pregnancy, and I was a carrier of cystic fibrosis. So that if Corey was a carrier of cystic fibrosis, he would have been 1 in 4 chance of a child with cystic fibrosis, which is a disease when it comes to like breathing. Like you're born with it, you can't breathe without help. So I'm really thankful that he is a healthy baby and Corey was not a carrier. So, yeah, 7 o'clock came. I had my epidural. It was a breeze until then. I came into the hospital 6 centimeters dilated already. And they were like shocked that my first child, I came in that late, I guess. They said usually first pregnancies people come in like 2-3 centimeters and they're not really going anywhere. But I came in at 6. By 10 a.m. Christmas Eve, I was ready to have him. I was 10 centimeters dilated, but there were no doctors available. So I just sat there chilling until 2:14. Well, 2 o'clock I started pushing. I had 6 sets of 3 pushes and he was out at 2:14.
Just go to your temperature. Yeah. Oh, look at that.
Do it all over again. If you ask anybody, I was the most paranoid pregnant person in the world. I did not want to have any other babies. I was petrified to have this one, and I would do it all over again. It was amazing. So it's your first time trying these banana rice cakes, and they're a hit, huh? So easy. Yeah, I can't wait to start vlogging and kind of showing you guys like what me and Landon do. Right now, we're not the most exciting people, so I'm really excited for him to get a little bit older so it's more fun. Because he can't do much right now. So it's Mr. Landon's bedtime, so we'll see you another day. Good night.